Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV. Here to talk through an absolutely terrible performance from City. We go out of the Champions League by 3-1. And to be honest, I don't think we deserve to go through. I don't think it was a good. I'm going to say a terrible performance. So on and off the pitch, terrible decisions from City. Terrible decisions. I'm gutted, guys. I'm gutted. You know, at least I'll say for myself that I wasn't so stupid to disrespect Lyon. I didn't disrespect them. I didn't, because they're a good side. And I said, we will disrespect them at our peril. If you're out, you're out. So City, you know, and all those people who are looking at the Bayern Munich game, I said, it ain't going to happen, guys. It ain't going to happen. Some people are just, GSG Laporte is a fraud, say Faris. Well, I wouldn't go that far. What I won't do is just take rubbish. Second big Champions League game ruined. Not at all by, of course, but we cost us absolutely. What was the selection? Look, I'll say it again. Danny, I didn't. I'm not one to go overboard. Yeah, absolutely, James. But look, I said you cannot discount Lyon. That's why I said 1-1 in my score prediction. Oh, look, Faris, look, Laporte is blown up for me. Don't get me wrong, he's a very, very, very good defender. Okay? Very, very good defender. But far too many City fans elevates him to a level that he's not. Yeah? He's 26 years old. Look at the mistakes against Spurs last season. Look at the mistakes tonight. And I'm not just trying to have a go at him. I'm just saying it as it is. Clinton, I wanted to face Bayern. You want to face the best. You want to test yourself. Let's turn this off. You want to test yourself against the best. And, I'm not afraid of playing Bayern, Clinton. Absolutely no chance. Because I actually think we'd have done better against Bayern than we would have done against Lyon. Just because the way Bayern are set up, that high line, I think we'd have gone attacking against Bayern. Harches, firstly, the team's wrong. After Maris came on, we had a chance due to the 4-3-3, which made it better for us. The Gabby J missed one golden chance, 2 decent ones, and they score. Absolutely. Yeah, James, look, I think you summed me up, James. I'm devastated. I'm crestfallen. Okay? And I'm fuming as well because the mistakes we made are childish. Kamal, I'm sorry, Pep needs to be questioned tonight. Yeah, look, how can you give that goal? I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to use that I'm not going to use that as the excuse. Yes, it had obviously an impact, and yes, it was, in my opinion, the wrong decision. But we, as Harry says, we were shocking. No heart, no structure, and that's got to go on Pep and some of the players. Can anybody name me, apart from that pass that KDB did and that goal that he scored, did he do much more? He was having shots from the free kicks. Sorry, didn't beat the keeper. Was it 4 shots he had? Defensively, it's individual errors, but going forward, our midfielders get completely outplayed, says Edwin. I'm just going down all the hope. Yeah, D-Ran, I have no problem. The port was terrible. I called it, guys. I called it. Top 10's Pep's inability to organise the defence means we will never win the Champions League with him. It's a point. But Laporte was shocking. No, come on, Wasser. I'll let you off once, but guys, keep it real. Unlimited Ammo speaks. Well, Bayern Munich might have had something to say about that, but what we don't have is heart and leaders. Everyone needs to answer for this, from the manager to the players who can't turn up or change the tactics when it's too late. We should not have started. We should have. The thing is, I said, okay, that Pep won't change it. After 30 minutes, we should have been changing our formation. I said it after 30 minutes. I said he won't make a change at half-time. And he waited 10 minutes to make the change that should have been made at half-time. To be honest, JSG, I hope Lyon beat Bayern. I hope they do. I don't think they will. I think they'll lose. But I hope they do. KDB probably didn't trust the strikers. Julio. KDB made too many mistakes. He, as I said, moments of magic. It's not, continued brilliance. Abdi Bale. How will this lot affect next season? Do you see more losses than draws? Well, we can see there's a problem. We lost 9 league games. There's a definite problem there. We lost against Arsenal. We lost against Arsenal. We've just lost against a Lyon team that struggled in their own league. They finished 7th in their league. Okay, they turned it up. They turned up for the Champions League games. But they struggled. And these teams are a patch on City. But we let them out-thinkers, out-fighters. It's extremely disappointing. Top 10 Super ones. Come on, Ray. The amount of money we have spent on the defence, and it's worse than 4 years ago. I'm not going to argue with you, mate. I'm not going to argue with you. What Laporte has been doing, Paul, Walker, sorry, everybody's saying he's been amazing. I've said all along, okay, he has been amazing going forwards, and he's got lots of pace, but he's prone to making those kind of mistakes that he made tonight. Edison, sorry. What can I say? Bouncing it off your body. Sorry, Paul from Edison. There were mistakes all around the pitch, which makes me wonder about the mentality of the team. Absolutely, Mark. Lowassa, the second goal shouldn't have stood. Absolutely. I'm finding it very difficult to argue with you guys. Raymond says that Pep is the cause of this loss. I can't argue. Mukund, I haven't seen you for ages, mate. I'm gutted, honestly. I'm crestfallen because we once again did not turn up. Unlimited Ammo speaks. I said that before the game. I called it 1-1, and I said don't underestimate Lyon. Everybody looking at Bayern. Look at the team ahead of you. Lyon are the next Wolves. We should beat them. But as soon as they put 5 at the back and they hit us on the counter-attack, we fall mentally, wise, and physically. I mean, that sums it up, James. Honestly, that sums it up for me. UEFA will be happy. I don't care about UEFA. We always struggle against fast teams. It's a weakness in our game, says Muckund. I hope Stephen comes and takes Edison's place. Zach Steffen, he's too comfortable. I said that as well. Edison is too comfortable. And sorry, in a big game, you do that. And actually, for their second goal, he was just standing there. He should have come out. Mark, I don't have a problem with the setup. I've never, you watched me before the game. I said I don't have a problem with it. But when it's obviously not working, you've got to do something. You've got to change. You've got to mix it up. I'm not worried about Arteta. Unlimited Ammo speaks. He's won a cup with Arsenal, a poor Arsenal team that we should have stuffed. Look, let's have a look at those goals. Their first goal, counter-attack. Their second goal, counter-attack. Their third goal, well, you tell me, guys. Kamal, out you well. Fine margins, all 3 things were missing. We had everything. Nothing was there. We didn't have the look, but we didn't have the look, but you got to deserve it as well. And I don't think we deserve the look from the way we played. Abdi Bale, I don't know. I said after 30 minutes or so that we need to change this around. It's not working. And it's more likely that they're going to score a second goal than we're going to do anything. And I think At the end of the first half, Pep was fooled by us playing a little bit better. Fernandinho should have come off at half-time, in my opinion. Mahrez coming on, right call, late. You know, in fact, I'd have been tempted to do it in the first half when Fernandinho could have got himself sent off. I wouldn't call it that JM wildfire, but I just think it was a really, really rank performance. John's not happy. The others were. Edison could have done better on the second and third. I don't think it's Arteta. I really don't. Whilst I says I hate how Pep doesn't have an answer for the counter-attacks, CBS showed a stat and it showed when we play teams that sit back and counter, we won once and lost or drawn 8 times within the last 9 games. Well, I said it as well. I'm going to have to make some notes, guys, because you know some of the things you guys are saying. A top draw. Lyon are like wolves. As James says, we should beat them. But as soon as they put 5 at the back, we and they hit us on the counter, we fall mentally. And physically wise, I'll copy these down later. But you guys have got some really, really class things to say. Let's have a look. Akash, we should have gone full attack mode from the start. Why play conservative? I know a lot of people are not happy with Laporte. I'm going to say it rather than go too far. GRX is having a pop. People stop saying Pep's replacement. He is the best manager we can get. Any other is dangling for us, really. But and maybe Arteta, but sometimes Pep needs to be told he's doing something wrong. You need a strong voice. You need a strong voice to tell Pep he's doing something wrong. And is anybody strong enough to do that? Who's strong enough to do that? Who's going to tell Pep, you're doing it wrong. Pep, you need to change things up. I don't know. I agree, Chris Welch. I feel bad for Jesus. Yeah, but Jesus missed a very, very good chance to score. But Arishvir, if you see some of my videos from earlier in the season, I said Edison, as a shot stopper, he's weak. We passed 10 million times before we score. Our opponents passed 3 times, and it's Wassa. Can't argue. Hopefully, we learn something. No, we won't, GSGA. We won't. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to write this down. I'm saving this. I'll tell you. I predicted that Lyon would score, that we would lose to a team that scores 3 goals. Okay, guys, I'll save this for when I need it. Hopefully, we will come back strong and no harder. Sterling's first time shots have been poor for ages. His dribbling and shots after taking touches are a lot better. The defence line was too much in front. It is suicidal 3 goals. Please don't blame any player. Well, it's a combination, Jamal. You want to blame Pep. I want to blame a combination. There's the difference. Your agenda is against Pep. My agenda is against anybody who makes a mistake. That's the difference. No, I don't think it would have been a different score. Unlimited Ammo speaks. They'd have had plenty of fans. We'd have had plenty of fans. Energy drink cup. Anybody who comes on and is stupid will get banned. Angus, it was really, really poor. Oh, come on, Faris. Are you going to... Faris, are you seriously going to tell me Mendy would have been better than Cancelo? I thought... I have no big problem with Cancelo, okay? Jan says we lack leadership, and I said that as well. We lack leadership. Leaders. KDB poor. He has moments of magic. Not consistent. Change our game for Lyon, absolutely. I don't mind that, guys. I don't mind that, but when you're not delivering, you've got to change it around. When it's not working, you've got to change it, and that's a mistake, I feel. Also, why did we use 2 subs? We had 3 more to use. We could have seen through all the other quarterfinals out the substitutes make a difference. Absolutely. Didn't use the subs. I'm going to watch this again tomorrow. There's so many points you guys are making. Ottoman Stones would have been better than could have done. Haj, I can't argue with you there, buddy. Mohaz, we lack leadership in this team, someone to guide the team and push us on the pitch. All we got is talented players and nothing else. I'm finding it difficult to argue. Shubnam, why didn't we play for them? Tommy Knockers, come on, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. I'm ready for you, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. Throw it at me. Andy Hall thinks it'll be hard for Pep. His reputation has been damaged as his Champions League record is very poor. Cancelo and Garcia were the most consistent throughout the game. You're making notes like the Lyon manager, Mukund. I'm making notes because I'm saving these for another time. Sam Allington, I don't know what you've said there. Don't understand it. Akash, we need a striker who can finish. We just overpass it every single time. Can't agree. I'm sorry, Ray, says Jamal. Missed it. I can't see any play at fault. Sorry, Jamal. Did you see Raheem Sterling's miss? Did you see the miss from Gabriel Jesus? You can't blame Pep for those misses. Did you see the mistakes from Emerick Laporte? How can you blame Pep for that? Did you see the mistake at the end from Edison? Can you blame Pep? Did you see the mistake on the second goal when it should have been a free kick? You can't blame Pep for that. There's other things you can blame Pep for, and I'll take it. If you want to blame Pep for other things, say it. But don't just say none of the players were at fault, because I've just given you 4 or 5 incidents. Absolutely, Nathan. Enjoy your... I'll put you in a timeout to start with. Sterling should have scored. All right, I'm going to now whip it on to 60 seconds, guys. We're going to be on 60 seconds for the super chat. That's going to slow it down a little bit. I mean, look, since you're making the same mistakes over and over again, absolutely can't argue. Laporte is so overrated, says Camex. I think Pep wants Haj. He certainly don't want that Barca job. Transfers, I believe, this season Pep Guardiola needs another keeper and most importantly defenders. Well, we're getting Zach Steffen back, so that's going to make a difference. Byron Green, Raz is the new Torres. It came back to haunt him instantly. Thingus Torres was a natural finisher. You can blame Pep for leaving out the form player in Foden and playing Garcia, who wants to leave. Andy, what did Garcia do wrong? If you tell me why Garcia was poor, then I'll accept that. But tell me. I don't think he had a terrible game. Tommy Knockers, you can't blame Pep for individual mistakes. You are correct. Cheers, man. I got something right. Or Zab, come on. Yeah, it's going to haunt him for a long, long time. City out for Galacticos, but why not have one? Well, they're going to go all out for Messi, aren't they? Haj is winning a striker. If Aguero is going to need a top replacement. Gabby J isn't my type of offensive striker. He doesn't have power or long shots. Foden would have got a game. Should have got a game, says Angus. We definitely need a striker, says Cam. Terrible performances, Hogbongo. Absolutely. Is City capable of winning the Champions League ever? I'm not so sure. Shubham Kumar. We didn't do it tonight. Pep's at fault for wrong team selection, said Peter Kelly. Why change it from what we do to tonight? I agree somewhat, Peter, but I wouldn't argue about that selection. Okay, what I'm not happy about is when you see it's not working, when you see it's a root of your trouble, cause of the problems you are having, you've got to change it up. And he was reluctant. He's stubborn. And we can argue that his stubbornness more often than not has been really good. But sometimes it absolutely screws us up. And Pep being stubborn screwed us up tonight. Pep being reluctant to change it after 30 minutes to say, this ain't working. Reluctant to change it at half-time to say, I'm going to take Fernandinho off. He's close to getting sent off. Bring Mahrez on. We need a goal. Pep being reluctant to do that, that's got to hurt us. Jan Garcia performed better than Laporte tonight. There's absolutely no argument from me there. Reality is we spent a lot of money and we haven't done good. Yeah, it's true. I can't explain how he doesn't play Andy. I can't. He should have come on. I want his energy at the end. I want his heart. Yeah, Raymond, it is a terrible, terrible miss. But couldn't agree about individual mistakes not being Pep's responsibility, but does our system also not play a part? It doesn't play a part on the individual mistakes. Can you blame the system for Laporte passing to their player? I can't. Can you blame the system on the VAR not chalking off their second goal? Can you blame the system on Sterling missing an open goal? Can you blame the system on Gabriel Jesus fluffing his lines? You can't blame the system. There are individual mistakes, and they were too big. No leader, says Shubnam. Julio Castaneda. I heard some... I missed that. Swear that Pep is terrible at changing games with subs. John Holden, regardless of players' mistakes, Pep got it badly wrong today. Absolutely, John. Blue Chan, bring Pellegrini back. I don't think so. When we are losing 1-0 at half-time out of 100 games, we came back to win one of those. Here's Maxim. We can't win. City can't win when losing at half-time. And I will say this, look, the Chelsea game, we were one. I've said it since the lockdown, since the restart. Whenever we've gone behind, we've lost. I think, have we lost every game? We've lost every game. The Chelsea game, we went behind, we came back, but we lost. Arsenal, we went behind, we lost. Southampton, we went behind, we lost. Tonight, we went behind, we lost. Against Madrid, okay, that's slightly different. But it's been really bad. Nick Sim, I really literally cried after selling. I was shocked, Maxim. Against Arsenal, that didn't happen. But yeah, 95%. Now we can't. James, sad thing is, it was David Silva's last game. Cam broke his CV remote after the Sterling miss against Arsenal. We were 1-0 down and losses, Maxim. So I said, I think, as long as Pep has managed this team, we are not going to win the Champions League. Good to say, Sean. I tell you what, I was trying to see if I could get to Lisbon. I thought if we get to the final, I'm going to go to Lisbon, even if I have to quarantine for 14 days. Why play 3 at the back, says Shubham? Look, I don't have an issue with it. The fact that Pep didn't change it when we were struggling is bad. First half, we were threatening. We weren't threatening at all, and Lyon got their chance and scored. Gundo and Rodri is horrible against teams in that part of the bus. That combination only works when we are playing attacking team. Hard says if Juventus want to sell Ronaldo, we should go for him. I don't think that's going to happen. He won't come here, so I'm going to miss the rest of that comment. Guardiola has to go now, says Carl. Carl's not happy. He has had enough time and money to make an impression in Europe and has failed in 7 consecutive seasons. That isn't an accident. We've lost every game. Restart doesn't come into it. We were shocking. But it wasn't Halifax. Oh, God. But Peter, Halifax was what, 1980s? Losing 1-0 at the Shea? It's a long time. Was it 79? It was a long time ago, Peter. Our players seem to drop their heads and lose their cool as soon as we concede. Absolutely, John Ali. I said it. You could see they were wobbling. Cam, bring Poch in, such an underrated manager. Keelan, SL, I'm a Liverpool fan. I wanted City to win, but well, I think defence needed, absolutely. Pepper's a fraud, says Luke. Angus Peaky is a player I believe City should. I think he's too old, isn't he? And he won't come to City. I mean, there's no point saying we'll get Ronaldo and Peaky, who played for United, who won't come to City. Maxime Bellerov, we should be in extra time now. I'm always going to support City as a GSG. Yeah, look, I'm not going to stop supporting City, but I'm really gutted, guys. Really gutted. Did you notice that after the De Bruyne goal, we begin to lose the composure? Nixon, we have to stop playing like the underdog. We can't play 5 at the back because we are scared of them. We have to play to our strengths, says James. Andy says, you might laugh, but we could do a lot worse getting in a player like Danny Ings. We need a target man. But Danny Ings is a bit small as well, though, isn't it? Well, so we're not going to get rid of Varsos now. You can do. Do you think we will not focus on the league next season because of this? I don't know. I really don't know what I'm not going to look at next season yet. I'm just looking at it right now. Cityitis, what can you say? Why are you so consistently great at someone? If you know. Let's move on. I understand, Raymond. I said don't get stressed. I was there at Halifax. This is a walk in the park compared to where we've come from. Gutted tonight. This was the best chance. Oh yeah. No, look, Peter. Maybe I'm confused, but you know, I don't look. I don't want to look back at 30, 40 years and say, look what, and that's my point. I don't want to just keep saying, oh, look, this is better than, playing against Macclesfield or York away. Because I say, when was that? It was over 20 years ago. It was over 20 years ago. So, you got to move on from that. Jan says we should get Jacko back. Oh, there's work to do, guys. I mean, look, that defensive team, we weren't capable. We weren't capable, and it's happened so many times. So many times this season, it's happened. It's not a coincidence. It's not an accident. It's not just a coincidence. It's a repetition. It's happened far too often. Luke, yeah, he looks lost. Aki will make a difference. Angus, the thing is, we had our best defenders out there and they couldn't make the difference. Wasser, I think they're going to go... Oh, come on, Mukund. I think they're going to go out big, and whoever they want to get, they'll get. Because this can't be allowed to go on. People, look, I never said City are the favourites. City are favourites for the league title next season. Why? Answer me, why? We were 18 points off Liverpool. 18! Don't know why we're favourites. Look, the great summoner. Everybody has been seeing how we've been beaten this season. Low blocks. And the problem is, as it's happening more and more, as we're losing more and more to these low blocks, more and more teams are going to do them. Chris, you're right. They're no leaders. KDB, hopefully, if we do get Koulibaly, he'll be a leader. We've got David Silva in our squad, who's won 2 Euros and a World Cup. He's won a lot as our David. Omar Abdul Rahman, I believe Pepper's the problem with Banana. I don't think Banana's been playing well enough this season. Poch would take City to a Champions League final. Pep out, Poch inside Luke. Come on, Luke, behave. Most teams are getting new signings like Chelsea, Man United. Yeah, but great summoner. We've got Ferran Torres. We've got Nathan Ake. I think we're going to get Koulibaly. We should have beaten Spurs. We should have beaten Lyon. I'm seeing an unfortunate pattern. Here you go, James. Okay. We're getting better. We're getting better. Something I said last season. Okay? There'll be a video out somewhere. There's something I said last season. I've said it a few times, and I'll say it again. I will see 3 goals in the Champions League this season. Okay? This is what I was writing down before. Monaco got knocked out. They scored 6 goals. Liverpool got knocked out. They scored 5 goals. Spurs got knocked out. They scored 4 goals. Can you see the pattern? I'm one for patterns, mathematical patterns. Lyon got knocked out. 3 goals. Luke, I would take Kane all day long. All day long, I would take Harry Kane. Well, so yeah, look, it's got to be so demoralizing for everybody. Those guys are probably still crying, some of them. Absolutely, Angus. We should have beat Spurs. We should have beat Lyon. But mentally, we were found wanting. Oh, come on, behave yourself. Great. Summoner. I always say, anybody messes about, you get either blocked or banned or timeout. Marks out of 10. How do we rate the past season? Eddie? It's a real tough one. It's a real tough one. Look, if you stand back and say we finished second in the league, semi-finals of the FA Cup, quarter-finals of the Champions League, won the Carabao Cup. Some people say, 10 years ago, 10 years ago, we'd have been chuffed with this season. For me, 6 out of 10 because We're better than this. We're better than Arsenal losing to Arsenal. We're better than losing to Lyon. Edwin, defensively we're poor, but we can't break teams down as well. Adam's disappointed. Hansi Flick to City. Hassan Malik, good idea. Ain't going to happen. I think Hansi Flick's happy where he is. You should be happy because now you don't have to play against Bayern. Prosper, I wanted that game. Sean goes 5 out of 10. Wasta says 3. Midfielders have problem. Horribly imbalanced and slow. But look, the individual mistakes we're making is just too much. James, I know this is imminent depression speaking, but you've got to ask, are we ever going to win it? I'm not going to ask that, buddy. I'm not going to ask that. Oh, come on, John Lyons. Are you at it again? You want to be blocked? Or timeout? What do you want? What do you want? I always say, come on, be civil. Have a bit of banter, but at some point, move on. You can't. It's painful to go down this Arjo. Oh, it's tough, man. It's tough. You get Poch, you get Kane. I'm not so sure, Luke. I think Kane is going to stick it out. Levy's going to ask for too much money. Kane's a Spurs boy. Even though he might not be happy with Mourinho, I think he'll stick it out. Mark's given the season 6. Faris, bring on Koulibaly. I can't take Laporte anymore. I'm sorry. Big game players proved their worth. He didn't. He did the opposite. But yeah, look at Koulibaly against Barcelona. He was on his backside after the game. Adam's going to give the season a 3 out of 10. City don't get above a 5 out of 10 from Chris. Rodri's too slow in that midfield, says Raymond. Peter Kelly, no play on the pitch, got more than a 6. Sterling, De Bruyne, the rest 5 at best. I wouldn't give. De Bruyne did 2 things for me. Maybe I overlooked a couple, but he did 2 things for me. He did 2 things for me. That pass to Sterling and the goal, but he didn't do enough for me. Didn't do enough. Sterling, I thought was probably our best player, but that miss, it's going to haunt him for the rest of his career. Yeah, LCFC boy, I don't care where we were 10 years ago now. We've moved on. I don't want to go back 20 years or 30 years and say, look, this is where we were. We've moved on from there. Thanks, Carl. The best City fan channel is, in my opinion, keep me entertained throughout lockdown. Cheers, mate. Guys, I will say, if you are new to the channel, if you're here just to gloat and have a laugh, please at least give us a subscribe to the channel. It would be really nice of you to do that. Hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up, especially if you're an opposition fan who's here for a laugh. Come on, guys. We're a bit down tonight, a bit down and disheartened and depressed. So give us a subscribe and a thumbs up, guys. That's the least you can do. Cheers, Luke. Give us a subscribe, Luke, and give us a thumbs up. Faris Koulibaly played Messi. Laporte played it against the Dembele and Cornet. Well, there you go. We need a silver replacement. We can't keep playing Gundogan in his place in big games, says Edwin. We can't break defensive team down, says Cam. Well, this is the thing, Cam, and everybody else who says we can't do it. We scored a goal. Gabriel Jesus should have scored a goal. And Raheem Sterling should have scored a goal. If Raza scores, extra time. And probably, in my opinion, we win. Because we've got strength to come on off the bench. But Gabby doesn't score when it was 1-1. Sterling doesn't score when we were losing 2-1. Game's done. Defenders clear. Yeah, Charles, it's going to happen. How did the refs fall for every single dive? How was Maxwell not? But I can't believe it was. None of the players, apart from Sterling, is above 5. This has ruined my mood, says Jana. Guys, heads up high. We go again. We will. Hey, it sets us up for next season, though, doesn't it, guys? Yeah, it gives us. Come on. Let's look at the positive. It gives us 8 more days rest before next season. At least the players get a fortnight off and then straight back to training. There you go. Peter said it as well. What we did break them down. We scored and had 2 clear-cut chances. You can't create 3 chances and say you couldn't break them down. What you don't want, Here's the thing. You have 3 chances. If you score 2 goals, you got a good chance of winning that game. We had the chances. We didn't score the goals. That's it. Jamal says Guardiola had enough time and money to get it right. Yet, these United fans are getting so happy when they're losing the Europa League. Then we will see they are in the Champions League themselves. Well, they will be next year, Harj. Look, United have got as much chance of winning the Champions League this season as City have. Adam's not going to give good marks. Lincoln City 4, City 1 things have got so much better. The bank is fun. And we have won so much. Absolutely, Mark. I agree with that. But when was Lincoln City 4, City 1? It was in the 90s, weren't it? It was in the 90s. Late 90s. 98, 99. The players might need a change from Pep. We always blame the manager after defeat. What about the Benjamin? I blamed everybody. Bayern created 22 shots. We created 8. We missed chances, but that's not enough created. Edward, look, yeah, I agree. Bayern scored 8 out of 22. That's more than one, just a shade of them better than 1 in 3. We created 8. We should have scored 3 goals. If Bayern is scoring 8 in 22, if we create 8 chances, we should be scoring 3 goals. And we should have scored 3 goals tonight from the chances we created. Faris, this is how you win the Champions League. No mistakes and clinical, where the opposite. You can't coach mistakes and miss chances. It's a player's mentality and skill. I've been saying it. It was nothing we didn't know about Lyon. They did us last 2 years back. We couldn't beat them over 2 games. Absolutely, Peter. Do you think Pep's arrogance has cost us once again? I won't call it arrogance, Warren, but stubbornness, let's call it that. GSJ, do you feel confident going to next season or nervous? I'm always nervous. Look, Liverpool got 99 points. We got 81. That's a lot to catch up. And it's the way we lost those points that's the disturbing thing. And you could argue, look, we went 100 points, 98, 81. Massive drop-off. You can see the slide. Luxury lifestyle, all that, all money, absolutely, mate. I mean, loving it, loving it, loving it. Joe Kodar. This year was our best chance. It was a very good chance. Will we ever reach a final? We will, but maybe not in my lifetime. Maybe not in my lifetime, guys. Wolves are your biggest threat, says the greatest summoner. I'm not so sure about that. Imposter, is that... Guys, if you're going to come and make fun of us, at least subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. Away games killed us this season. If Pep was arrogant, he wouldn't have changed it on the second half. Second half was enough for us to win, but we didn't. Yeah, we had the chances. You can't argue with that. Aaron Booth, if we don't make major changes next season, we'll be the same. City are weak at the back. Defence needs investment. Bonnie, well, we've got Aki, and it looks like we're getting Koulibaly. Andy, the positive thing is that the owners will now pay what Napoli want for Koulibaly. Stones, Ottoman, and Garcia move on with thanks. Now it's time for change. Aki, Laporte, Koulibaly, and improvement. And Andy, why he played Garcia? I don't have a problem, Charles. Garcia played all right. Why are City so bad? Can't answer that. Andrew, hi mate, gutted. Lyon 8, Pep 2, Varnell. Cam, Wassa, don't time me out. But why are you not open to sacking Pep? I'm not going to time you out because you didn't say it, just sack Pep. I'm not open yet. But there's a problem mentality-wise with our players, and that's coming from the top. And on one hand, you saw documentary how much Pep influences the players. But sometimes, you're right. Is it too much? Hey, thanks, Cam. No worries, mate. Everybody's annoyed and disappointed. But you can see I let a lot of the stuff stay because I accept that annoyance and disappointment. And if I mention it and say, look, guys, you're going too far, people rein it back in, which is all I asked for. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to rescue Barcelona. No, I don't think so, Warren. Barcelona are an absolute... And he said he won't leave before the end of his contract. So let's see if hold him to his word. Absolutely, Matt. We didn't convert the chances. If we had 8 shots, we should have scored at least 2. And come on, guys. The Gabriel Jesus, sorry, that's got to be a goal. And Raheem Sterling, even his grandma could have scored that goal. Look, I can't plan for next season. I just don't think we're not as good as some people say. We've got an Achilles heel. Hi, Godwin. When would UEFA allow Man City to get it? Well, I don't think it's just UEFA. I mean, we should have scored some goals. Allegri, no chance, Massimo. No. Conte, I want to go. Sam Allardyce will sort our defence out. Bobby, Norwich 3, City 2. I was there. I took my eldest lad to his first away league game. He went to the. He'd been to away games before, but that's like the Carabao Cup final, Community Shield. But he'd never been to a league game, I don't think. And that was the first one I took him to. And he's used to seeing City win, and we got beat. Aki's not an elite defender, says Bonnie. Do City win that game if Aguero played? I'm not so sure, Julio. I'll tell you something now. Mark Hughes is about 60 years old, 50-odd years old. He'd have scored that volley that Gabriel Jesus miss-hit. Nagelsmann is the next City manager in waiting game, says Andy. That's a good call, that. That's a good call. I will write that down. It's a really good call, Andy. Did City win that? So, Ray, the refs might not like Ajax and might support their rival, so they wanted Lyon to win. When Lyon scored the second, I thought it was a foul. It wasn't offside, Haj, but it was a foul for me. Tell me how many managers would get away with this. Only Pep. Sad day, Olivia. Really is. Really is. Who's the better manager, Klopp or Pep? Be honest. Greatest summoner. You're a cheeky swine, aren't you? If you'd asked me 3 years ago, you would not have said Pep, Klopp. But they can flip-flop. At the moment, Klopp is in a little bit more ascendancy than Pep. There's no question about that. You know, Liverpool won the Champions League last season and they won the Premier League this season. And City have gone the other way from winning everything last season to the Carabao Cup. So, you know, Pep is going forwards. Sorry, Pep is going backwards a little bit, and Klopp's maintaining that upward momentum. Pep's body language showed that it really means to him. Big Fred. As a Liverpool fan, once we went out, I had City as favourites and would have liked to have seen them in the final, then lose. Right, Big Fred. Well, we lost already. Sam says, new start, new boss. I think I'm on the verge of depression. Come on, Ikram. Let's not have any of that talk. Carl, I actually think Guardiola might want to go after tonight's loss. I'm not sure he knows how to turn out feelings around in Europe. Yeah, I agree. Buchan's thinking about Sterling's miss. Olivia's thinking about Sterling's miss. Everyone's thinking about Sterling's miss. We saw RB going through to the semi without the backing Pep has. We have tried it for 3 years. First doesn't count and couldn't get past the quarterfinals last 16. I think I'm on. Get Aladici in. Michael, I think Lyon has just saved us from getting. No, why would we have got trust? I think. Look, games can swing on little things. Barcelona had 2 great chances last night when they were 1-1. They had the one that hit the post, that Messi's cross that no one touched. And they had that Luis Suarez when he was through and he should have really have scored. Now, they could have been 3-1 and, you know, and we'd have been lauding them. So Bayern Munich are open for attack. So, you know, it could have gone either way. I'd give him the one more season. Salam Kareem Boss. How you doing, buddy? Pep has never proved himself in Europe. That Barca team would have won the Champions League without Pep, says Ikram. He flopped at Bayern and City, had great squads and lots of money, yet still overcomplicates and overthinks. Big Fred, all joking, I always want a British club to do. Yeah, look, I generally wanted Liverpool to win. When they won in Istanbul, everybody was on their, almost everybody, apart from United fans, some Everton fans, everybody was on their side. Almost. Godwin, Man City build a new team and win back the league. UEFA will never allow Man City in the Champions League. Blue Chen wants Nagelsmann. Chris, what was Pep trying to achieve with that formation? I keep saying I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem. But once you realise it's not working, you've got to change things up. Salam to Kareem Boss. I'm lost for words at what just witnessed, says Ikram. Nagelsmann will be the best manager in the world football. He's the right age, tactically brilliant. Yeah, a lot. I mean, I'm not arguing about it. Cash, do you think Pep will extend his contract now? I'm struggling. If Pep doesn't win the Champions League next season or the Premier and another cup, he should be out, says Haj. Well, it's his last season at City in the current contract. And, you know, I'll stick with him for a little bit. I wouldn't say sack him. You know what? We just missed out on the Champions League. It's not been the best season, but he's not done too bad over the 4 seasons he's been here. But I'd give him that season and then say decide at the end of the season. Yes, there's a risk that the players might not play for him because it's his last season, but I said decide at the end of the season. Absolutely, Faris, every year. Ikra, I understand that Lyon can pose a threat and can be dangerous. We are better than them on paper and on the pitch. Why on earth does Pep be so conservative? We started... Well, Fernandinho was at the back. Edward, really want to blame the refs, but my head tells me we have only... Absolutely. Look, you can blame the ref. You can blame the ref and the linesman as well, whatever, and VAR, but we missed all our chances. Yeah, but there you go, great summary. You've gone from Ricky Lambert and Markovic to Mane and Firmino. I hate how all the last 4 knockout games we were given hope and crushed. Guys, I will say it again, if you are new to the channel, if you're here to have a laugh, whatever, please at least subscribe. Do the decent thing, yeah? Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you're notified the next time to come and have a laugh at City. And give us a thumbs up, guys, you know. I think that's the least we deserve because I've basically been sat here for 45 minutes, more than 45 minutes, taking your brickbats, taking... oh, come on. I really hate YouTube sometimes. Really hate YouTube sometimes. It's restricting my video. No, I've been doing these videos. I'm going to have a pop at YouTube now. I've been doing these videos for ages. Okay? How can you restrict my video? All the live streams I've been doing, you've not restricted it. And now you restrict one that's really popular. I've got 62 people on and YouTube want to restrict it. Behave, YouTube. Do one. You know, that's annoyed me. That's annoyed me, guys. I've got this full-time reaction video. I've got 700 people have watched it in the last, since we've been on. 700, and YouTube are restricting it. Bozos. That's made me more mad than anything else, guys. What YouTube have done to my video. Change some titles. That is disgusting, YouTube. It really is. Sterling has got to improve on his finishing. He's scored 31 goals this season, but if he's clinically... well, I said that. Sterling should be near 30 goals a season. No, Harge, I don't watch him. I used to, but he has no interest to me. I try not to sell my soul. I try not to sell my soul to the devil. The thing is, City were favourites, so even if Lyon had got hammered, it would have been expected, absolutely. Pep would offer his resignation tonight, I'm sure, but I don't think the management will accept it and will try and use it to get an extension on his contract if he refuses. Possible, Andy. Censor this City talks is ace. Come on, behave. I hope YouTube do it again. I'm bored now. I'm bored with you. City never make it hard for opponents to create chances and score goals. We gift goals like it's Christmas. We help them score. We don't make opposition work hard to get past us when they have the ball. Ni De Bruyne, ni Sterling, Murad Mia. I'm let down by individuals. Always at the wheel. How do you feel? Absolutely good to John. Lee Nyamatora. We should think about getting Sancho back. Ain't happening, Lee. Sterling's not clinical. Who says Sancho is? Right, guys, even though there's a ton of people on, I'm going to call it a day, guys. I'm going to call it a day now that YouTube has stiffed me. They've, you know, talk about kicking a man when he's down, YouTube. Cheeky sods. Right, guys, I'm going to hit the road. I'm going to have to watch this video again. City'd like to take on players and improve them. Let's get some finished products, says JRX. Looking forward to Ferran, Ake, etc. Olivier, Koulibaly or Buses Ace. I hate it when people say City are favourites to win Champions League. I heard it so many times, so many years. I never said that. See, I never said that because, I don't believe it. That's the truth. And take it easy, guys. Chris, don't worry. I'm not bothered. I am depressed. Why? Shut up. And we know. Oh, come on. Honestly, I can't be bothered with some people. Pepper's weak personality, the loss of the day, and unfortunately, the coach bears the responsibility for his random choices. Kareem, yeah, he's got to take some responsibility. He's made some bad decisions. Today, he's stubborn. Usually, that's a good trait, but sometimes it's not so good. I think he's been too stubborn. Absolutely, Godwin. Pepper's one more season to redeem himself. Guys, it's nearly 11 o'clock. So, guys, have a very good evening. Don't be too depressed. I'm not GSG. I'm not depressed for next season. I'm tired for this season. It's been a long season. Yeah, it's been a long season. Olivia, would I put Foden if I was Pep? Foden would have been playing in that second half if I was Pep. Yeah. If I was manager, Foden would have been on at some point. Mahrez would have been on at half time. David Silva would have been on. And Bernardo Silva probably would have been on. I think those four: Foden, Bernardo, Mahrez, David. Don't be depressed, guys. Akash, I feel bad. I don't know what's going to happen next season. I'm not a Pep out yet. Funny things. I will say he's got one more season. Let's see what happens. Joe, you feel sorry for David Silva? Me too. Me too. Guys, have a good evening. I'm gonna shoot. It's been long enough, and it's been a really busy day. It's been a really busy day, which has tanked right at the end. Yeah, Ikram, look. Have we been here before? Monaco. We should have got through against Monaco. Liverpool, they blasted us. Fair enough. Spurs, we should have gone through against Spurs. Lyon, Gabby Jesus scores. I think we're through against Lyon. So I think we should have got through. That's 3 out of the last 4 seasons. I think we should have gone through, and we haven't. We haven't. Guys, have a good evening. Don't be too depressed. Tomorrow is another day. Guys, tomorrow's another day. If the sun's out, be thankful. Football's important. It's not everything, guys. Take it easy. Have a good night. See you around, Blues.